Hey, what's up guys? We're new to YouTube. We've been wanting to start this channel for at least a year, and we've just been putting it off, overthinking like how we're gonna start this channel, how do I even begin, where do I start? And we're just gonna jump right in. We bought 20 acres of off-grid property and we're moving tomorrow. So to say we procrastinated is an understatement. I'm not even gonna overthink it anymore. I'm just gonna turn the camera on and bring you guys with us. We have a lot of shit to pack, so let's go. We've spent the last 2 years of our life downsizing all of our belongings. We can narrow it down to a few totes. We have a couple odds and ends. A lot of this stuff's gonna be donated or sold. It's a little intimidating. You know, it's kind of like starting at square one. I don't even know where to start. We're just gonna jump into it, start loading up the truck. Once the truck's loaded, we need to hook up the trailer and calibrate the trailer brake controller. So we'll be doing a little test drive. We've been wanting to start this channel for the last at least year, but you know, procrastination and life and overthinking things kind of kept us from taking the leap. So I was doing a lot of freelance videography. Me and Andrea were doing real estate media, working as a team, but we realized that that's not our true passion. Although it was fun and we met some cool people, it just wasn't what I was meant to be doing. I myself am a freelance videographer, so you'd think that I'd have it down, but I'm used to being behind the lens, so even talking to you guys right now is a little weird, but I'm just gonna have to get used to it. We bought 20 acres off grid, and we're gonna go homestead it. We're gonna go figure it out. We've never done this shit before. We have no idea what we're doing. The whole point of this YouTube channel is to inspire, educate, and also learn, because you're gonna learn with us. So one thing I wanted to touch on real quick while I'm waiting for Andrea is, yeah, we've been caretaking on this current property for the last year. And the landowners here are awesome. Mike and Lori, if you're watching this, we love you. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Yeah, being caretakers and trading rent with labor is an amazing way to get on your feet financially. They've really helped us get our roots planted. Now we're in a position where we get to move to our own property. Within the last year, we've met some incredible people, had some awesome opportunities, and yeah, we couldn't be more thankful. But now our chapter here in is coming to an end. And it's time. It's still kind of unbelievable where we're at in life right now, but we realize that some of the greatest experiences in life come when you're uncomfortable, when you get out of that comfort zone, and that's exactly what we're doing by moving off grid with no city power and no water on raw land. And it's exciting, it's terrifying, but it's gonna be awesome, and we want to bring you guys along for the journey. So it's the morning we're supposed to be leaving. It's already a little bit later than we expected. We wanted to get on the road at a decent hour this morning, but last night, Andrea, as we were getting packed up and moving stuff around outside the trailer, Andrea was wearing Nike flip-flops. We're calling them slip-flops now because she rolled her ankle, and it's just all bad. It's like the worst thing that could happen the day before you're moving to go live off grid. So she's in there sleeping right now, just resting up. I'm gonna get the truck ready to, you know, at least hook the hitch up. Got a couple odds and ends that would need to go into the trailer, but I'll need to help Andrea organize the trailer. That's normally her domain, but she is immobile right now. So I'm gonna get this shit buttoned up, and I'm also going to mow the lawn one last time for Mike and Lori. They've done so much to help us, and the least I can do is just leave the yard looking nice and fresh. So we're gonna get the grass cut, get the trailer packed, get the hitch hooked up, and then just get ready to go.
Baby, can you take him outside? He won't stop farting.
Oh no. No, it smells good. So what happened?
I was cutting Jason's hair, and then Guapo barked at the horses, and then I went to go talk to him about that, and then I stepped in a hole and twisted my ankle, and then I messed up Jason's haircut, and then I cried. We were supposed to leave this morning, but obviously I couldn't really do anything last night after I, you know, had a tumble. So we're gonna leave tomorrow instead. So I'm just gonna chill today. But I'm a little bummed, I'm not gonna lie, because I really wanted to leave today, but everything happens for a reason, and we weren't supposed to leave today. And now I'm just sitting here in bed with this cool hat on, so everything's okay. Salad.
What kind?
It's like a Caesar salad, but it's made out of cashews, and it's so good. And it's always better out of a big bowl.
I just put it on tortillas.
This time I put arugula in it too, but that's just because I had it, but normally I just do like romaine. And I put also mushrooms in it, and cucumber, and avocado, but the mixture is cashews, nutritional yeast, garlic, salt, water, and lemon. The garlic, you have to put a lot of garlic. The lemon, you gotta put a lot of lemon. And then always black pepper on top too. And then I also added sprouts and hemp seeds.
Hemp.
Health.
Such a good boy. Oh, he's such a good boy. Such a goober. Sit.
Don't cry.
Oh,
Oh, good boy.
good boy, go up. Alright. Make sure it's filming. Is there a room in the bin inside?
There's no
Oh, it's gonna be perfect. Watch.
No way. No way.
Every grain.
Every grain. Good boy. Shake. Good boy. Kiss. Oh, good boy. Gentle. Good boy. So yeah, this is kind of a little view of how messy it can get in here sometimes, but like I said, I kind of like the whole, I don't know, the way I organize is I explode everything and then I just like gracefully put it back together, or at least that's what I think I'm doing. So I need to do the dishes, which is important. I also need to like go through all of this stuff and like pack it away. All of these little things I'm gonna be packing up right now, putting away kind of in these, like, I guess I'm using these as like my moving boxes. These used to be underneath the bed and they just didn't hold enough stuff. So now we have the big black and yellow boxes, and those are amazing. So yeah, basically what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna keep kind of like chipping away slowly but surely and making sure that everything is like packed up and ready to go. Jason is kind of the one who's in charge of getting all of the outdoor stuff figured out, and I'm kind of the one who does all the Airstream stuff because I like organizing and that's just the way I am. But with all of this, the goal is to get all of this done, get it just squared away, ready to go. I'm hoping to get all of this done in a couple hours. I mean, it's a small space. It's kind of crazy how many things you accumulate. I mean, I don't even know all of this stuff. It's like, it still blows my mind sometimes because we end up keeping things that are just, I don't know, we don't use them. So it's like, we still have those moments, even though we've just gotten rid of pretty much everything. Everything that we own fits in this trailer and fits in the truck, which is crazy. I mean, that includes like keepsakes and all of that stuff. So this is kind of my weird process that probably scares a lot of people, but in the end it looks super organized, I swear. So yeah, I'm just gonna get to work and let's see if I can get everything done by 5 o'clock. So I have 1 hour and 54 minutes. So here we go. So we have all of our stuff packed up. We got our solar panel on the bed and a bunch of miscellaneous things. So, wow, here we go.
So what's up, guys? It's the morning we're supposed to be leaving. We decided against getting an early start because Andrea, ironically, got a job interview, or a remote job interview over the phone, which she's doing right now in the trailer. Everything's packed up in the truck. We have a few odds and ends that are sitting outside that are going to pack into the trailer. Just a couple things, tote, water jugs, some miscellaneous cleaning supplies, stuff like that. We got the truck. Truck is all loaded up. I kind of have bittersweet feelings right now leaving this property. It's almost exactly a year since we got here to this current property, which is a 2-acre lot. It's beautiful out in the country, surrounded by trees. We have our privacy. We've been, staying in the trailer. We have power and water, which is awesome. Septic system didn't work out, so we started composting, which was a great trial run to learn how it works and see how cheaply you could build a toilet. We'll make a separate video about that because that in itself is pretty interesting. Pooping in a bucket. That's the life, right? You can't really tell, but behind the Airstream over along those trees was a house, and that was demolished in 2019 by the new owners. And we're actually working through the contractor who did that work. He's the one that provided this opportunity. So anyone who wants to be a caretaker, just put yourself out there, create a really good Craigslist ad, show some pictures that represent your lifestyle and your personality, and just be completely honest and transparent. So people ask us, how did we find this opportunity? Well, it found us, honestly. The contractor was the one that reached out to us in 2019, and he had his own property along the river, and that was a pretty wild summer. So that's how we built that relationship. And Nate, if you're watching this, thank you for everything you've done for us. You've made living in just an amazing experience and really helped us get on our feet. So when we arrived on this property last June, almost a year ago, we were under the impression that we had water, septic, and power. And although we had plenty of water with the well, and we have power, and we can run our AC and heater and all that good stuff, the septic system did not work out. We dumped our black tank maybe 2 or 3 times before we started noticing that it was gurgling and backing up. It wasn't flushing all the way down, which was a huge problem. I assumed that because it was a really old property, maybe the leach lines were just clogged or just weren't used for years. So under the property owner's discretion, we had a septic guy come out to flush the tank, right, to suck it out. And upon removing the lid and removing the contents of the inside, we realized that it was not a septic system. It was a jimmy-rigged redneck 55-gallon oil drum buried into the ground. It was embarrassing. So the septic guy, me and him had a pretty good laugh. He had never seen anything like that before, even working out here in the country. For the next few months after that, we would continue to use our black tank, and of course when it would get filled at 18 gallons, we would just have to hook up the trailer and drive into town, and there's a free RV dump site, which is awesome, but it was inconvenience. It was a 40-minute round trip, and now with the cost of gas and time is money, it takes an hour round trip to do that. I don't know, after the 4th trip we were over it. So, and we're like, well, we're going into winter time and we're gonna stay in the Airstream for our first winter, even with power on the grid. It would be a great opportunity to try the composting toilet, which we did.
Good boy, you ready? Jump up. Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Okay, stay there. No. Stay there. Good boy. Just sit down. Oh, thank you.
We are ready to leave. It's so weird. I think that we don't quite understand how much our life is about to change, but it is. In my opinion, I still think we have so many things. Like it's overwhelming because even Jason made a good point. Most people who are camping can literally just pack up the night before, like get everything ready, and they can just head out in like, you know, a half an hour or something like that. And for us, it takes longer because it's everything that we own. It's pretty wild. It makes me want to get, whenever we move, it makes me want to get rid of more things. But then the reality of it is that Jason owns most of the things and I don't really own that much anymore. I have like a normal amount of girl stuff, like makeup and jewelry and stuff like that. But even my clothes, like I have 3 shirts and Jason has 20, which is pretty crazy. I do have a lot of kimonos, but that's not up for debate at all. Yeah, it's just crazy. This whole life, like we're about to go up into the mountains and just go camping for forever, I guess. Is my life changing today? I think it is. Cool. If you're living our lifestyle, like living with an Airstream or in a van or whatever you're doing, you can always like put a Craigslist ad out, and Jason did that, and we've gotten some amazing connections and had amazing experiences with doing exactly that.
We got it all in. Property's cleaned up, lawn's mowed.
It's exciting. Who are we?
What are we doing?
Ugh.
Oh shit.
Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Your support means the world to us. Join us next time as we hit the road and embark on our biggest adventure yet.